I set out to write a story of beauty about my relationship with my mother. I sat at my laptop for so long that a certain existential dread set in, also known as writer's block. It slowly became clear to me that I couldn't write a story about my mom for beauty's sake, but I could write one for truth's sake and let beauty fall where it may. The truth is that most people love my mom. They are instantly endeared to her, and for all the right reasons. She is naive and pure of heart and full of quirks that people find adorable. Of course, she expresses the full range of human emotions. She becomes angry and outraged just like anyone else. But the difference between my mom and most people is that my mom doesn't know how to stab you in the back or play office politics. With my mom, what you see is what you get. The other truth is that my relationship with my mom was the source of so much pain for us both that it's no small miracle that we still pick up the phone to call each other. And we still make plans every Christmas to see each other's gradually aging faces. It's not something I'm proud of, and it's not something nice daughters say out loud, but the truth is that by the time I was 13, I hated my mom. I hated my mom because she had married young. She had never gone to college, and she had never pursued a career of any kind. I hated the way she hovered over me and loved me within an inch of my life. I hated my mom because she and my dad were pastors, and I didn't want to wear a dress to church every Sunday. I hated the way she sang hymns while she washed the dishes. Her high-pitched voice reminded me of every eerie horror movie I'd ever seen. I hated the way she laughed nervously at nothing at all. I hated that she never enjoyed a glass of wine and never said a cuss word, except for the one time when she called me a smartass. Truer words had never been spoken. I hated that she pronounced Monday, Monday, and Tuesday, Tuesday. I could have died of embarrassment when she spoke in front of my friends. I hated my mom as I cussed her out. I hated my mom when we physically fought during my teen years. As I got older, I hated my mom all the way to the tattoo parlor, reveling in the hurt that the butterfly on my shoulder would cause her. I hated her as I smoked cigarettes and drank myself into a stupor night after night in bars on 6th Street. I hated her as I locked lips and more with several boys who were no good for me. I hated her until one winter day when 2 blue lines appeared on the test before me. I was 23 by then, but unmarried and uncertain about the future. I was confused by my desire to call her right away to share my news because didn't I hate her? And then came the symptoms of pregnancy, which left me too tired and too sick to hate anyone but myself. And boy, did I hate myself. I vomited violently for weeks. Anemia overtook me until I swooned from exhaustion every time I stood up. I was going to lose my job if I didn't get better soon. That was when my mom put her life on hold to come and stay with me. And just like she had when I was younger, my mom cleaned up my vomit. She stood vigil by my bedside until I was able to sleep peacefully. My mom drove me to the doctor and then to the pharmacy to pick up my anti-nausea suppositories. My mom offered to insert my suppositories. My mom made me Gatorade slushies. She washed my bedding and my clothes. My mom let me lean on her when I smelled like a homeless person, afflicted with gangrene. She didn't seem to notice. She told me over and over again how proud she was of my strength. I can't explain the mystery of grace. All I know is that during those weeks, as my mom took care of me, and I conceded to how much I needed her, how much I had always needed her, my hate became too great a burden to bear. It was just like what Martin Luther King had warned us all about. I wish I could say that my revelation brought instant healing, but I took some time to wallow in shame for every horrible thing I had said over the years. At some point, before my first child was born, humbled by love and gratitude, and terrified that the gods might punish me with a child just like me, I asked for my mom's forgiveness. With Grace's final blow, she replied, "It's all been forgiven. I don't even remember it." They say that God is love. They say that he even longs to be loved in return. After a childhood of Sunday school classes and a lifetime of wrestling with theology, here's what I finally believe. God looks something like my mother, and redemption looks something like me.